Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Griffin GFX, the #1 graphic designer who doesn't upload. That's my title, I own that title. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make Y2K logos in real time on Photoshop. You can follow the tutorial for Illustrator if you want to use that, but I can save my Photoshop files as an SVG afterwards, so I like to use Photoshop, it's just what I'm used to. It's been a minute since I've made a real-time tutorial, so let's hope it goes smoothly. You comment down below if the logos are L's or W's, it's up to you to decide, not me. So on screen you can see the kind of Y2K aesthetic that I like. I be using Y2K all the time because I'm working on a brand at the moment, and I think Y2K is the best aesthetic for the brand. It's just really colourful and bubbly, and it's a unique style of artwork that's getting more and more popular. So anyway, without any further ado, let's jump into the tutorial. Okay then, come with the next flow. 20 bags loaded on mic, share, let's go. I got the jet flow, please don't get upset bro. You don't want it at the set bro, let's go. I push grime or techno, think you could ever murk me? Heck no. Okay guys, so we're back on the Y2K grind. I've got my symbols, got my fonts. These have been updated recently. If you don't have the most up-to-date version and you've already downloaded it, hop back on the website and it's a free upgrade. You know what to do guys, let's get cracking. So first thing I do is I look through my list, I pick one of the fonts that I want to use. I fucking love this font, Octuple, legendary font. I'm gonna use that. So let's jump into a new document. I've got 1920 by 1080 and I'm gonna use that and then make it a bit bigger, holding Shift and Alt just to make it the size that I want, you feel me? Then we're gonna make the background black. Start on a black background instead of a white background for once. We'll keep it in theme with the thumbnail. And we're gonna grab the Octuple, there it is. Alright, third eye, open your third eye boys, Shiver's waiting for you. Play with the spacing a little bit, see if I can get any ideas flowing. First thing I always do is just try and get ideas flowing in my head. Now I'm gonna grab a symbol. Thinking maybe this one might be the move. You know what, I think this one's gonna be sick because I think the star's gonna align with the eye. What I'm gonna do is I'm now gonna make the text look a bit similar to this symbol by making the color overlay black and then applying a stroke. Make the stroke the same color as the star, and I'm gonna make the size a little bit bigger. Right, now they're looking a little bit more consistent. If I bring that one above this one, I think that looks better. I'm gonna rasterize the third eye text and I'm gonna take away the eye, copy, delete and paste, so that now I've got full customizability of where I want it to go. Third eye. Now that I've lined that up, I'm gonna duplicate the star. I'm gonna bring it to the top. I'm gonna select the inside of the star. I'm gonna go to the layer underneath, select, modify, expand, and I'm gonna expand by 3. And I'm gonna fill that in with the color black, so it looks like that. So now it's sitting over the text. Now I'm gonna merge the outline with the black background, so it's like that. And now if I erase the bottom part, you can see how it's going from under to over. So maybe we want the eye, third eye. Perhaps that bit could be, this E could be over or under, to be honest. Both look kind of cool. I'm now going to duplicate the eye layer. I'm going to bring it over to the side. And by duplicating and then going up and left with the arrow keys, I can create a slightly 3-dimensional effect. Once you've got it however thick you want it to be, however 3D you want it to be, you can merge it together. And then bring it back on top. Place it back down where it was and remove the layer underneath. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the third. I'm doing the exact same thing I did with the text. but with this loop to give the loop the slightly three-dimensional aesthetic. I usually do too many duplications and then I start deleting them until I think it looks right. I now think this is really hard, the way that it kind of swoops from underneath but ends up back on top, and it's all consistently tied together with the three-dimensional effect. I'm now going to separate the E, the Y and the E from this layer by copying and deleting and then repasting them, just so I can move each one around individually, because I'm not sure that they look the best when there's a big gap between each letter. Just to make things easier, I'll put all of those letters, even though they're now separate layers, I'll put all of them into one group. It's really just trial and error. As you know, nearly all my tutorials, they're just me trying to inspire you by making mistakes in Photoshop so that you hopefully see something and go, you know what? His was shit, but hey, I could do better. That's all I want to do. Anyway, that's kind of hard. That is kind of hard. I do like that. There's one more thing that you could maybe do. Might work, might not. I'm going to group all of the layers, duplicate, hide the one underneath in case we don't like it. I'm going to merge this layer. I'm going to double click. I'm going to add a stroke. Make the stroke a random color for now. I'm going to rasterize. Do the exact same thing, add another stroke, but this time make it white. I'm going to make it slightly smaller, rasterize, and delete the purple. I think I prefer it without that in a bit. This white outline's a little bit messy, I think, so I think it just looks better without that. You can maybe have another smaller symbol inside there, or just enjoy the empty space. Boom. Logo 1 complete. Let me just present it nicely. That right there is probably how I'd send my client a Y2K logo. Drop a comment, hit or miss. Right, let's make another logo. 1920 by 1080. Wait, that one's reversed. 1080 by 1980. What an absolute disaster. I'm gonna make the document a bit bigger. Oh, Shift and Alt. Boom. Let's start with a white background this time, see if it produces something a little bit different. I'm gonna pick a different font. I'm gonna use GUA font. It looks nice and slimy. GUA. I actually think it's GAU font. That is gonna make it really hard to find for people in the font pack. I definitely need to update that. Slimetopia. That just fits really, really nicely here. There's a really nice connection that's going on. Oh, they both look kind of fire, but I think the capital wins. I'm not sure though. Might have made a mistake. I think these symbols are going to work really well. They look kind of the same as the font in the bubbliness of them. So I'm going to stick with the font in the way that it's slightly slanted. Do the same thing to the symbols. I'm just going to match the color. If you don't know what I just did, when you click on the color box, it automatically goes to the color picker tool. So if I click there now or there, it chooses the color, black or white. I'm gonna turn this star into an eye. Comment down below if this is not groovy. I don't think anyone's gonna comment. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna merge this star with this text, because I think it's important that this flows in really, really smoothly. So I'm gonna use the pen tool to execute this. I'm holding Alt and pulling the first hand really high so it gets a natural curve going. I'm gonna click somewhere up around here. Make the selection and delete it. So now the eye flows smoothly up into the star symbol, and I'll try and do the same on this side, though I'm not sure if it's gonna look as clean on this side. Bit more of a harsh angle, we'll see. You know what? I think it looks kind of cool. If you like that aesthetic, you could always spend longer trying to get something like that perfect. Alright, let's move on. I'm gonna take this and try and give it a stroke and some three-dimensional depth just to really turn it into a Y2K logo. Perhaps this star is slightly too big. Okay, so I'm gonna select them all, put them into a group, duplicate it and hide the lower group just so it's still there. Merge this top layer. So this is just all one shape now. Let's make the color of it white or very slightly grey, just to be edgy. Now let's put a stroke on, make the stroke black or very almost black, just to be edgy. Now I'm going to decide on the stroke, perhaps somewhere around there, but hey, if you want to go back and change it afterwards you can, because we saved the other layer. Hopefully you have. If you haven't, you are stupid. Filling in these little dirty areas. Get rid of the filth. Just for contrast, I like contrasting with the logos, so maybe just for contrast you'd leave that bit there white, but it kind of looks cleaner without. What do you guys think? Comment down below if I should shave my balls off. I like the idea, but now we're gonna group. Now we're gonna merge these together. You know, these little blobs and the logo. Bump. And now you know the famous trick. Duplicate and then the arrow keys up, down, left or right or diagonal to make it 3-dimensional. It's a little bit tedious, but it gets the job done, and that actually looks crazy in my humble opinion. We'll do the same effect that we did on the last one, which is just to add that outer stroke, and then we can decide if it made it better or worse. I have a feeling because this is such a clean logo, it's actually not going to improve it, but hey, let's give it a go, you know what I'm saying? Delete the pink. Delete the filth. And voila. But I actually think it's better without, you know, as my prediction. Actually I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. 2 real-time Y2K tutorials. Remember, you can go and get the pack down in the description. The font down in the description is at griffingfx.com. Might be making a collaborative Y2K video on the channel soon, so stay tuned for that. And until the next video, guys, it's been your boy Griffin GFX. I'm taking off. Moon landing was fake.